Hi, I'm Scott Petti, professional artist, scrapbooker, and archivalist, and I've got some very creative ways for preserving your memories here on Scrap. I have a great way to preserve your 3D family mementos in a book. I'm here with my nephew, Mason. Mason, what's up, man?
What's going on, Scott?
How are you?
I'm doing good.
So I've made a book, but it's not really a book.
Wow.
That's my grandfather, your great-granddaddy, and he fought in World War II. And these medals and his lieutenant bars off his uniform have been handed down, and they've been in a box for years and years, and I thought, you know what, they need to be preserved, they need to be displayed.
This is a really cool way to display them.
Let me show you how we did that.
All right.
And the first thing I did is, you see this is not a book, it's a picture frame.
Yeah.
So what I did is I got a picture frame, inexpensive, and I took it apart. The first thing I need to do is, because it's going to normally hold a picture, I need to raise this back to put a 3D item in there. And this is real easy. You can make your own shadow box without spending a fortune. So there's the frame. Now I took some foam core strips, and these just sit right inside the picture frame. But you're going to see this. If you look around the edge, you start cutting. And you don't have to cut perfect, but just kind of cut along the line. Don't go inside the line. If anything, go on the outside, because we need a little room, because the fabric's going to be in there. Yeah, dude, you went way outside the lines. Why don't you pop those pieces out? And hang on to those, actually. We're going to use those in a second.
Okay.
Now, I simply just glue this to another piece of foam core, same size. Now, my parents started this book the day I was born, and I've had it ever since. And if you look inside, it's just got a great style to it. That's not too exciting. But I love the lettering, I love the colors. So I scanned this book, and I'll show you what I did with it. We begin with just a normal book. You want to use a hardcover, something kind of substantial, so you can put your items in there. I got this at a thrift store. It was only a quarter. Don't go digging through Granddaddy's classics and cutting them up. Just go get a new one, a new old one. Now what we need to do is glue all these pages so that you can have a nice fold and put pockets in it. Now we're not going to glue them individually. That would take forever, and that's crazy. So all I do is divide the book into 3 sections with wax paper. Then I brush gel medium on all 3 sides, not including the binding. Next, I just put some weight on top of it, and I let it dry for about 20 minutes. Finally, I repeat this step 2 more times. And when it is dry, you will have that. Isn't that cool? Now don't worry about this little extra gel medium. It trims right off. Let's get to the hard part. And it isn't that hard, but this is the most difficult part of this project, and that is to cut out the pocket. I just marked the opening. Here we are at my studio. This is where I like to spread out and really create something cool. And this is my latest elaborate project. I've been collecting matchbooks for a long time, and specifically pinup matchbooks. And my collection was in, shame on me, a box for 20 years. So I thought it's time to make a very nice display for it. So I made this giant matchbook out of wood. I hand-painted my pinup on the cover. It even opens like a matchbook. I displayed all my pinup matchbooks on the matchsticks. And on the very end, I used some foam, just shaped it with a piece of sandpaper, painted it pink to look like a match head. And then on the back, I even put a little notch so you can hang this right on the wall as a piece of art. So there's my custom matchbook collection. Remember, closed cover for safety. I'm Scott Petti. Hope you're inspired to think outside the box. See you again on Scrap.